It was morning in March, and outside snow had piled up. The sun warmed up the day, just like the cocoa in my cup. When the phone rang, I jumped up startled and gave Zombie a whack. It was Daddy's friend Carl, asking us to come see the Maple Sugar Shack. We pulled on our jackets and cinched up our hoods, and then headed outside and into the woods. The branches were bare through the tops of the trees, and as we walked through the forest, we started to see. Out in the distance, smoke billowed up from the stack. We would soon be at the Maple Sugar Shack. Carl opened the door and smiled. He was a friendly sight. He said, "We're in luck. Last night the temperature was just right. Below freezing at night and during the day much warmer degrees. That's what it takes for the sap to run down and out of the trees." He told us the sap lines ran all through the sugar bush, and then up the hill through the snow we started to push. He pointed out where all the maple trees were tapped. Silly Zombie leaned down and tried to lick the dripping sap. Next, Carl showed us the tank where the sap was stored, and the stacks of wood that made the fires roar. We went into the shack where the liquid boiled and rippled. Fresh sap dripped into the pans at a very slow trickle. Up from the pans rose a cloud that smelled so sweet, rising into the air so I could only see Zombie's feet. As the water and the sap turned to steam and boiled away, behind in the pans the sugary syrup did stay. He fed some more wood into the stove below the pans, and Zombie helped him, passing the logs hand to hand. The wood fire roared and the sap continued to boil. Carl kept the bubbles at bay with a small drop of oil. He showed us how to measure when the syrup was done. Carl let me and Zombie try, and we had lots of fun. It could happen quite quick, so we had to move fast. The syrup could burn, and we didn't want that. Carl exclaimed that the syrup was finally done, and now, at last, the time for canning had come. We opened the spout, and out it came quick. Into bottles and jars, the syrup was golden and thick. He said we could sample our freshly made treat. Zombie reached for 2 cups as I sat by his feet. Carl poured off some syrup direct from the pans and into the cups that we held in our hands. It was sticky and sweet and tasted like no other, and I couldn't wait to bring some home for my mother. It was time to head home, so we thanked Carl, our friend, though we wished that the day would never end. We had so much fun and couldn't wait to come back to boil more sap at the Maple Sugar Shack.